Electric shock damage now scales off the amount of electricity actually in a wire rather than just the type of wires. So for example, if you touch a high voltage cable that is just running off normal SMESs, it will do a decent bit of damage, but it's not nearly as insane as it used to be, especially since this one's actually overlapping with LV cables. It would have done more damage previously. So you can see that only did 24 damage, so not even close to lethal when the station isn't overproducing a ton of power. I've upped the power by quite a lot, and we're just going to see how much damage that does. And the damage went from 24 to 42, so it's not crazy. Grills aren't quite as the amazing electric death traps that they used to be. I'm sure you could probably get the power high enough that it will go back to doing a ton of damage, but it isn't nearly as easy as before. The Requisition Digi-board has been added to the game, and it is the quartermaster's clipboard, and it is a new syndicate item. It just looks like an electric clipboard, and if you pick it up and press Z with it, it actually lets you manage the orders remotely. So you no longer need to use a order computer if you're the quartermaster, so it lets you remotely see what is being ordered, what is being requested at any moment's notice, and it puts cargo back on the map for being a syndicate target. Also, I just want to mention the in-hand Sprite is fantastic. C4 is back to being 2 telecrystals, and the C4 bundle is back to being only 12 telecrystals, meaning that the C4 bundle, you are getting quite a good deal, and now that C4 is back to being 2 telecrystals, it is a pretty solid purchase for, I mean, really anything. It's pretty cheap, and, I mean, C4 is just really versatile. Wide swinging now actually shows the weapon that you're swinging with rather than just like the weird white bar that there used to be. So as for example, if I swing a baseball bat, it looks like I'm swinging it further. And if I swing a crowbar, well, you see the crowbar. So it makes it a little bit more easy to visually identify what is being swung at you, especially in a crowded area. It got really hard to see who was swinging with the more lethal weapons. Spears and arrows have both been nerfed to only hold 2 units of a reagent instead of 5 units of reagents. You can no longer put arrows in pneumatic cannons, so automatic bows are off the table. Wheelchairs and rollerbeds can now be crafted at Autolace, so you can basically ask Science or Cargo to make these for you. The wheelchair costs 5 steel, 3 plastic, and the rollerbed only costs 6 steel, 3 plastic, and it doesn't matter which variant you make, it's all the same cost. Emitters can now one-shot asteroid rocks, meaning that you could essentially just strap an emitter to the front of a ship, or like your salvage ship for example, and use it to mine remotely without having to actually physically mine. Stun batons have been nerfed in terms of the fact that they take 3 hits of stun now, but they actually use half the amount of battery per hit, so you can use them for twice as long, but you have to land an extra hit each time. But another side effect of taking 3 hits to get stunned, that means the first hit of a baton doesn't slow you like it used to because you don't drop below 50% stamina. So it actually takes 2 stun baton hits to really get into the threshold of getting the 3-hit stun. And you recover enough stamina pretty much right away to the point that if you don't get 2 hits off immediately, they could get away and, well, just could get away, or they might regenerate a little bit more stamina requiring extra stun baton hits, but you're not going to run out of battery while doing so. Common text speak now gets auto-translated. For example, if you type in U, it'll just spell out U, or if you type in AFK, it will automatically replace the SSD. Be right back is be right back spelled out. So you could definitely up your typing game, and also a lot of people just accidentally use text speak, and this will help alleviate that issue. The AIM UI has been reworked to just have a little bit more information. So now if it will tell you the targeted power supply depending on your injection count and the core count, and you can press inject. And what's nice though is that if you overload it, it actually tells you how much you're going to be making, and yeah, it's just a little bit more information without having to pull out a multi-tool and scan the wires directly. This one's minor. It's not like you actually really see Behonkers, but they actually can shoot again with their right click and melee with their left click, so they are essentially fixed. And as always, I want to thank our maintainers and contributors for all their hard work they put into the game each week, and the patch notes will be in full in the comments down below or on the Steam page wherever you're viewing this, and thank you for watching.